Any resources to study comp sci? I honestly think the best way to do it is to open an interpreter or REPL and just go to work. In fact, if you go to replit.com, I didn't realize this, but Replit is like incredibly intricate now. It used to be, I used to think it was, I made the mistake of thinking it was like JS Fiddle or something. It's actually remarkably great. It's interesting that you have to kind of sign in. Let me go here. Sign up, log in, I don't even know. Is there a difference? Okay. So yeah, this is Replit. You can basically learn how to code from here to making like a fully featured app all within this one site, which is pretty amazing. And the person who started Replit actually used to watch my videos way back when. So this brilliant guy and his team were people just like you. And now they have a $1 billion company that's probably going to be worth more and more and more. But it's an amazing system. You might want to check out this Auto GPT, which is really cool. But you can do anything on this site. In fact, if you wanted to be a billionaire in the next few years, which some of the people that watched my videos actually became billionaires, it's crazy. I'm happy I could motivate. Obviously, not everyone's going to get there, but I know at least 5 billionaires who started their journey to success at the same time. They watched. They were watching my videos at the time, which were coming out in 2015 and 16. If you wanted to become a billionaire, and again, you got to think seriously about why you'd want to do that because it's not normal. Usually, people who just want to be really wealthy or have serious psychological issues. And I'm not exempting myself from that. You should want to be happy. That's my advice. But assuming you want to make a lot of money, I would, if it were me, just drop from planet Mars today and on Earth, and you had to take advice. And I'm not saying my advice is better than anybody else's, by the way. I would say I would start by going on Replit, learning to program, getting into AI, and the highest probability chance of you becoming a billionaire is probably somewhere in that path over the next, say, 5 years. That's what I would do. Am I happy? Yes, I'm very happy. But that's the path I would take. But yeah, if you, like Rauchu is saying, I mean, if you think being a billionaire is happy and you close your eyes and visualize it and you think about porn stars, yachts, and things like that, you're going to be in for, unfortunately, a rude awakening. Now, you still might become a billionaire, but it's going to be maybe not as happy as you would otherwise. Happiness is lame. Well, you can be happy by being a rebel, which that's kind of what I've done a little bit. You know, if optimizing for the right amount of money is your goal or my goal, I don't think it should be anybody's goal. But, that's a hard thing to make one happy. To me, happiness is reading a book. To me, happiness is being with your friends and loved ones and family and laughing so hard it hurts. That's what happiness is. Happiness is chasing my cat and vice versa. The simple things. Work is can be very thrilling and very satisfying. But work just to work and just to make money is not. You hope that those things will coincide or something, but well, becoming a father or a parent is supposedly one of the most joyous things you can do. But what's funny about that is I think there's like this, and this kind of becomes circular logic. There's kind of this, involuntary evolutionary reason why you become it's something that's so satisfying, right? It's a biological imperative, as Eugene is saying here. It's Now we've broken out of that mold to some extent, right? But nature's trick is to unleash this wave of oxytocin or serotonin or whatever that tickles our brain just right when we look at a baby. And look at me when I see this cat, it melts my heart. She's so cute, she's so small, she's so innocent. I want to nurture her and take care of her, and that's the biological imperative. And it's 100 times heavier. Sometimes we call it baby fever amongst my girlfriend or my other friends. When you see a baby, it's, oh, look at this poor little baby. Oh, I want to take good care of it. And that's just something your brain can't stop. If you try the hardest in the world, maybe if you're a sociopath or a psychopath, you can curb it or stop it. But most people, it's in our nature, and you can't stop it. And I think that, I never liked that nature plays those tricks on us. But the funny thing I was going to say is that you can't help but whatever nature's trick is, like somebody's just saying they really like one certain kind of thing, or maybe you really like programming, but whatever nature's trick is playing on you, you really don't have a lot of free will in the matter, right? Some people play chess and they decide to push these pieces of wood around for the rest of their lives, right? These little wooden figurines, and they gain great meaning and great depth from that, right? These little pieces of wood. And they sit and read chess books for hours, studying chess libraries and databases, just thinking about chess. They don't even need a chessboard anymore. You just think about, oh man, what's the 15th move in the French defense Tarrasch opening? And you dwell on that for hours, and you're sitting with this person and say, what are you thinking about? I'm thinking about the knight on g3 and how it's going to mess up my position. And it's like, how could you care so much? But if that person, that's what they care about, that's what they care about. But for most of us, it's simpler things than that. It's just, our family and things like that. Most people, as they get older, that's what they're really focused on. How do you learn things faster? Well, here's a REPL, by the way. So you can use Python, JavaScript, C, Node, I guess, which is a different environment from the front end JavaScript versus back end JavaScript. Old C, I wonder who's using that. Python with Turtle, Java, C#, Bash. So this site has become just so much cooler. In fact, you can import from GitHub. They're kind of a GitHub competitor. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And they have something called Ghostwriter. Ghostwriter is neat. Using Ghostwriter, it's sort of basically AI that writes some of the code for you. You can actually, this is much, much better than what it used to be. When I was a kid, you'd have to open a program and basically just figure out how it works. And sometimes the way you'd figure it out is you'd like delete stuff and change stuff and see how it would mess up the program or make the program different. And then you'd run the program and say, oh, okay, I get this. But if you saw like a class definition or something, you wouldn't really immediately understand what that meant. You'd have to go find a book or something to explain it, or somebody who's a better programmer than you or whatever. So here, you can kind of do something a lot better. So maybe I can give an example. Here's Python. I'm going to create this Python REPL. I haven't used this too much, but I've really been meaning to. All right, so, and they have, this is what the amazing thing, you have all these advanced tools, like this is a database called Postgres. It's a SQL database, structured query language. And SQL is really important. It's one of the main skills I would learn for computers. But here's Ghostwriter. So it's $20 a month, which is well worth it. And I'll subscribe to this. I don't want to do it with my credit card, so I end up showing my credit card on stream. But I'll upgrade. Maybe I can do it real quick. Upgrade to Pro. Okay, Pro plan. All right. I'm almost there. You guys don't see my credit card yet, do you? I always forget my CVC.